Hello everyone and welcome to today's video. For today, I'm really excited to finally dive into this palette, but I'm going to be doing a first impressions with the new Secret Garden palette from Beaute. So if you want to see a look with this palette, close-up swatches, all of the things, then please stick around for today's video and make sure you are subscribed before leaving today, and let's go ahead and get into it. First things first, let me go ahead and read you all some information on the Secret Garden palette. So this palette, let's see, this palette retails for $75 and you can use my affiliate code. It's BRITTANYRAE. Thank you so much if you do decide to use my affiliate code. Do not feel pressure to, it's just there if you would like to support me. This palette contains 8 specialty multi-chromes, 2 specialty hollow chromes, and 15 buttery mattes in our best-selling formula. That is what Beaute said on their Instagram. This palette has 25 different shadows. It is a large palette. They tend to love them, some huge palettes, and this palette has already launched. Honestly, this color story, it's spring in a palette. I love that we have some neutrals, some greens, the pinks are fun as well. So let's go ahead and dive in and create a look. I'm not even kidding. Whenever they first showed this palette, I was like so excited based off just like their reel and like when they were teasing us, but whenever they showed the actual color story, I was like, I don't know if I need it. I know, I'm just being honest with you. I'm going to go ahead and dive into some of the browns. I'm going to go in with vintage first. But honestly, because y'all know me, I'm boring and I love me some browns. But I was just not, like, obviously the color story is beautiful. But I was like, is it something that I truly need in my collection? And still debatable if I needed it. But I am excited to play with it. The main reason why I ended up just going for it, it's because it's Beaute and I love their formula. But I haven't purchased a palette from them in quite some time. I'm going to go in with, I can barely read it because it's so like curly and very cursive and like fun, but I'm going to go in with this one. I'm just going to kind of go into some of the brown shades and then we're going to layer on some of the green shades. I would love to know, what did you think about this color story? I honestly didn't think that they were going to be, I knew it was going to be greens and some neutrals, but I don't know, I thought I was thinking more like grungy Secret Garden, more mysterious versus like bright pink and bright greens, things like that. It's not what I was expecting, if I'm being honest. I like that we have a light brown, a mid-tone brown, and a deep brown, because I feel like Beaute, they are known for their very colorful color stories, you know what I'm saying? And I feel like if you have been wanting to try the brand for quite some time, but you are not very into like all the bold, colorful makeup, it's nice to see a brown in a palette every once in a while from an indie brand. I have been dying to go into, I think, yeah, Escape right here. This one on the very bottom. It looks like a grungy green, and that is like my love language. So I'm going to just pack this baby on because I've been dying to see what it will look like on my skin tone. Whenever I was swatching this palette, my jaw was like hitting the floor because they're shimmers. Obviously, the multi-chromes, they are next level, but just the way they swatch, they were just like so smooth and pigmented. I'll definitely show you some swatches here in a little bit. I just went ahead and took that on the lower lash line. Now I'm going to go in with Lock and Key, this darker green, and mix it in with Enchantment, the teal, just a little bit. And I just put that on the outer corner. I want to keep it like a cool tone green, so I don't want to pop into some of these warmer greens and get carried away. I just want to try to layer some of the deeper shades on top just to make sure we don't get anything funny. And then we'll go in to a shimmer. I lied. I want to go in with Water Lily, this more like pastel green, and just kind of pack that underneath the shimmer. So first we're going to go ahead and layer this everywhere. This is going to be such a pretty inner corner like pop if you like a pastel moment for your inner corner. And I just want to have this base before we go into the shimmer. I wish I didn't cut the camera off, because if you would have seen what just happened, I was trying to get out my NYX glitter glue, and because I lost my lid so it keeps drying up, I just need to buy a new one, and it just exploded literally everywhere. Okay, I'll just clean that up later. Let's go ahead and go in with Oasis. This shimmer, honestly, oh, also Serenity. Should I do this one and Oasis? That's what we're gonna do, because Serenity, oh, it's just like the prettiest pinky green gold shade, and I want to pop that one on, and then we'll layer Oasis on top and also drag that in the inner corner. This is so pretty. This is honestly one of my favorite shades in the palette just based off swatching it. That's why I wanted to play with it today. It is so intense. It's like a spicy neutral if you ask me. It's like a rose tone green gold. It's just one of the wearable shades for a multi-chrome, because some multi-chromes can definitely be more bold and colorful, but this one I feel like if you just paired it with a brown, it could be like a spicy neutral. Alright, now let's go into Oasis. I'm so excited. This is going to really make it pop. The base is almost like translucent, and this shifty shade, it is truly mesmerizing just based off swatching. I feel like I have a very unpopular opinion. I think that NYX glitter glue is too chunky for my lids. Let me know if you have a favorite sticky tacky primer for multi-chrome shades for like indie brands, because I need something else, but I don't want to go. I do this thing where I feel like I need to try all of them. Let me know your favorites, because the NYX one, it just makes everything look a little bit more textured, which I know that they're not. Oh wow, that is so reflective. Are you kidding me? The shade is intense. If you love some textured multi-chromes, the shade Oasis is going to look next level. I love the way that their shades, they smooth out so they don't stay flaky. It is so pretty. And now I'm going to go with one of the holographic shades. I can't even read that. Anyways, it's up here. This is more neutrally toned. And I'm just going to kind of drag that on the inner third of my lower lash line. Add some liner. I'm probably going to go in with the teal liner. And then we'll be back to show you the finished look. Okay, so this is the finished look. I just went in with some brown in the waterline, and then I also went in with the brown in the palette and just kind of like blended everything out just a little bit. And this is the finished look. I really like how it turned out, so now I'm going to turn down the brightness. Look at the sparkle. Holy moly. Now I want to swatch the shimmers for you. I'm going to first start off with the two holochromes in the palette. I like how we get one that is very wearable, and then the blue, which is such a very trendy holochrome to have. And I'm going to swatch these two first so you can see them. Very beautiful. It's not often where you see a wearable, you know, spicy neutral holochrome. So I'm really glad that they added that. And then let me just blend these out. Okay, so you see how it's blue right there, and then purple in the mirror. Such a beautiful, beautiful holochrome. They both are. I actually have this one on the lower lash line just a little bit. Okay, so now let's pop in to some of these super shifty shades in the palette. And let's do the very pink, the green to blue, like the blue to green. These are next level. Like, they just are like liquid shadows the way they look. They are so pretty. So this is like the pink to gold, and then this is the one I have on my lid. It's pink, it's teal, it honestly, it has so many different shades. I'll show you with the mirror. And then this one is crazy pigmented. This is green to gold to blue, and then on my pinky we have, I don't have any room. I'll save this swatch in just a minute. Actually, I need to compare it to this one though. Let's just force it to be beside it, because I want to be able to compare those. Wow, I could keep going. I'm covered in shadow. Oh, my nose always itches when I get to this part. Okay, so I'm trying to show you how crazy, like, there's so much shift going on right now. There it is up close and personal, and then let's add the mirror to the mix. Like, crazy. I feel like this shade right here is the only one that's pretty unique to my collection. The other three, I don't think they're anything like revolutionary, but I still wanted to swatch them and kind of show you the reflection in the mirror. So pretty. That's why you're having to pay an extra price with this one, because of these really intense shifty shades. I only have a few more left to swatch, so I saved kind of like some of the more softer tones. So let's swatch the pinks together so you can see the differences. And then let's see, I have the yellow to, I don't know, it's like a lime green, yellow, gold. And then is that it? Do we only have 3? Nope. And then we have the star of the show for me, which is Oasis. She's a little mushy, so be very careful. Alright, so this is like a soft pink, very elegant. It's almost like a pinky silver. Icy, if you know, you know. So this is going to be for all my cool tone lovers. And then we have a more pinky, girly, elegant shade. And this one will almost shift to blue, like an icy pinky blue. And then this shade, this is like a really intense yellow lime green shade. And then on my pinky, which is one of my favorite shades in the palette, this is Oasis, and this one looks blue, purple. It's a very shifty in my opinion. You do have to like smooth it out because it is pretty textured, but on the lids it still looks lovely and it does smooth out. So here we have those, and let me get my handy dandy little mirror. So out of these, I feel like Oasis, the one closest to my pinky, that's the one that's the most special in my opinion. They're all beautiful, but I feel like the only thing that may be unique to your collection would probably be Oasis. So the others are pretty, don't get me wrong, but you know, they're nothing to rave about. The formula is lovely though. Like, see that pink to silver? So fun. I'm gonna go ahead, wash my hands, and get into my first impression thoughts. Okay, so let's go ahead and do the rundown. The packaging, I think it's pretty, but in my opinion, it's just a little hard to see. I would have preferred something that had more of a contrast, just my opinion. I still think it's beautiful. I just wish we would have seen more of like maybe like forest vines or like some peachy roses or pink roses, maybe even like the lock key. I don't know, something. I just need a little bit more contrast when you're spending this amount of money. Just my thoughts. I'm just here to share them with you, but I still think it's pretty. I love me some greens. I love that you get a huge mirror in the palette. Like, you could just travel with this. Like, it's massive. If you need like a little vanity mirror, like, it's huge. And then the pans, they're actually magnetic, and you don't even need a tool. You can just like literally get your finger and pop them out. So I do like that. You get lots of creativity with this palette, lots of versatility. Now, as far as the color story, like I said, I wasn't going to initially pick it up. I kind of waited up till launch pretty much just because I didn't know. I was going back and forth, but I had I had quite a few. If at least 10 people asked me to review a palette, I'm like, okay, maybe I need to think about it. Maybe I do need to review it. So what initially kind of swayed me to pick up this palette were just a few of the shimmers and the browns with the greens. That's like my happy place. As far as the color story, like I said, I thought it would be more grungy-esque, but I mean, I get it. It's still very pretty. I'm just honestly, maybe unpopular opinion, I'm so sick of pinks, like pink, like boom pink. I would have preferred to see maybe orange, soft coral, peachy, something other than pink, because I'm just a little sick of pink. I know everyone loves pinks, but I just personally don't wear them often, so I would have liked to see something a little bit different. I love the neutrals. Hello, I'm boring. I love the greens. I like the different tones of greens in here. I like that we even have a teal. As far as some of the shimmers in here, I need to point out that, are they unique to your collection? Probably not. In my opinion, the only ones that are actually unique are, let's see, this one's unique, Oasis, and then probably this one, but honestly I have one from Fantasy Cosmetic like this. So probably only 2 shimmers are like not dupes in my collection, but we have so many of these multi-chrome blues to green to gold, and then this one's like that gold to green to blue. Very popular multi-chromes that we see time and time again. Same thing with this blue holochrome. Every brand is coming out with their own version. And then this one's like a pink to gold. So I don't know. I just feel like a lot of these shimmers are actually dupes in my collection. Now, as far as the formulation goes, beautiful. The mattes are buildable, buttery. Everyone loves Bella Beaute bar mattes for a reason, because they kill it every single time with their mattes. They're next level beautiful. As far as the shimmer quality goes, you do get like different textures in here. Some are more squishy, some are more traditional, some are like very smooth, intense multi-chromes. So honestly, I do like the mix of textures in here. As far as quality goes, 10 out of 10. From shimmers to mattes, excellent. Now, would I recommend this to you? Honestly, if you have a huge indie collection, I would say you could probably dupe all of these shades. But now, if you just like love Bella Beaute bar, well, then you probably already got the palette. I don't think you're going to be disappointed in it. Now, if you're like new to indie, then I think this would be really unique to your collection. Maybe you don't have 20 of these same multi-chromes, then, you know, it would add value, because she is a little pricey, but I think that it's amazing for as many shades as you get. The magnetic cosmetic aspect of it, you get a huge palette. So I do think it is worth the value, but it depends on your collection and if you would use these shades often. But I'm happy, no regrets. The shade, honestly, for me, just the browns, the greens, and then these two shimmers, and even that one, just honestly melted my heart, and I'm so happy that I have it. But anyways, guys, please let me know down below if you're going to pick this one up. Is it on your wish list? That's going to do it wherever you are in the world. I hope you're doing well. I hope that you are healthy, happy, and safe. Stay beautiful. Bye, guys.